Every single thought you think, every single emotion you feel, every word that leaves your mouth, it all has an impact. You might not always see it immediately, but the energy you put out into the world is shaping everything around you. Your impact can shift everything. When you realize that you are not a small player in the grand story of life, but the main creator of your own experience, everything changes. The way you walk, the way you speak, the way you think, it's all energy. And energy is influence. Most people wake up every morning and repeat the same emotional pattern, replaying old memories and reacting to the same situations in the same way. They don't even realize that they are recreating the same day over and over. But when you finally become aware of your impact, you step into your true power, because awareness changes everything. The moment you observe yourself instead of automatically reacting, you take control. You begin to realize that your thoughts are not random. They are creative. And the moment you choose a different thought, you begin to shift the energy field around you. Think about it. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt the energy? Maybe someone was angry or joyful or calm. You didn't need words to know it. That's the power of energy. That's the invisible influence we all carry. Your impact is not just what you do. It's who you are being. You could sit silently and still shift the atmosphere around you, just by the frequency you hold. When you learn to elevate that frequency intentionally, to radiate love, gratitude, and compassion instead of fear, doubt, and resentment, you start to transform not only your world, but the world of those around you. Every single time you choose peace over anger, understanding over judgment, or patience over frustration, you are altering the energetic field of humanity. You might think that one person cannot make a difference, but energy doesn't care about numbers. It responds to coherence. When your energy is aligned, it becomes powerful enough to ripple out in ways you can't even imagine. That's why changing yourself is not selfish, it's service. Because every transformation within you contributes to the evolution of everything outside of you. Imagine for a moment if everyone on this planet decided to live from a state of gratitude instead of stress. The vibration of the world would instantly shift. But it all begins with one person, you. Your choice to live differently, think differently, feel differently. That's the secret of real impact. It's not about forcing change. It's about embodying it. The most magnetic people are not those who talk about positivity. They radiate it. You feel safe around them, inspired, calm. Why? Because their energy is coherent. They have trained themselves to stay centered no matter what happens outside of them. That's power. Not control, but mastery. You don't need to control the external world when you know how to regulate your internal state. Every time you catch yourself reacting in the same old way, that's an opportunity to shift your impact. Instead of saying, "This is just how I am," ask, "What energy do I want to bring into this moment?" Because you are constantly teaching the universe who you are through your vibration. When you choose love in a situation that once triggered you, you're teaching your body that peace is safe. When you choose patience instead of frustration, you're rewiring your nervous system to operate at a higher frequency. That's how real change begins, one conscious moment at a time. The energy you emit affects not only people but situations, opportunities, and outcomes. Have you ever noticed that when you're in a bad mood, everything seems to go wrong? And when you're aligned and grateful, life seems to flow easily. That's not coincidence, it's resonance. Life mirrors back to you what you're broadcasting. So if you want to shift your reality, start with your vibration. The next time you walk into a room, notice your energy. Are you tense? Are you calm? Are you open? Because whatever you carry inside will influence everyone around you. People can feel authenticity. They can feel alignment. That's why it's so important to take responsibility for the energy you bring. You are not powerless. You are a transmitter of frequency. The more elevated your energy, the greater your impact. You might not see the immediate effects of your shift, but the universe is always listening. Your kindness might heal someone's unseen pain. Your courage might inspire someone to keep going. Your calm presence might be the peace someone else was silently praying for. Never underestimate the unseen influence of your energy. The smallest shift in awareness can create the largest wave of change. Every time you meditate, breathe deeply, or visualize a better version of yourself, you're not just healing your mind, you're altering the collective field. When one person rises in vibration, it gives permission for others to do the same. You might not know whose life you're touching, but your light travels further than you think. Your impact can shift your relationships, your health, your success, your future. But it all begins with your inner world. When you stop waiting for circumstances to change and decide to change yourself, the external world has no choice but to respond. Energy doesn't lie. It reorganizes itself according to your state of being. So if you stay in the frequency of gratitude and love, life starts to meet you there. Opportunities begin to appear. Synchronicities align. People show up at the right time. That's the invisible power of your impact. And even when you can't see results right away, trust that every elevated thought, every compassionate action, every moment of awareness is creating momentum. You're planting energetic seeds that will eventually bloom into physical reality. That's how transformation works. It begins in the unseen. Most people are addicted to their emotions of the past, reliving the same story and expecting new results. But you can choose differently. You can choose to live as if everything you do matters, because it does. You can choose to smile at strangers, speak with kindness, forgive those who hurt you, and radiate peace even in chaos. Every choice like that creates a ripple in the field of possibility. You're shaping the unseen architecture of tomorrow with the vibration you hold today. When you wake up each morning, you have two options: to unconsciously repeat your past or to consciously create your future. The difference between those two paths is awareness. Be aware of what you're giving off. Be aware of how you make others feel. Be aware of the energy you are becoming, because your life will always mirror that energy. So instead of asking, "What can I get today?" ask, "What energy can I give?" Because the truth is, you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. When you radiate confidence, love, joy, and peace, those frequencies return to you amplified. Your energy becomes a magnet for everything that matches it. That's when life stops being random and starts feeling magical. Your impact is not measured by followers, money, or recognition. It's measured by the energy you leave behind in every moment. Do people feel uplifted after meeting you or drained? Do your words build or break? Do your thoughts heal or harm? The answer to those questions determines the kind of world you are helping to create. You're far more powerful than you think. Every thought is a signal, every emotion a vibration, every action an imprint. You are constantly shaping reality through your state of being. When you take full responsibility for your energy, you become unstoppable. The more you align with love, gratitude, and awareness, the more the universe rearranges itself to support you. So remember, your impact can shift everything. One thought at a time, one feeling at a time, one moment of presence at a time. You're not just living life, you're influencing life. You're not just existing in energy, you are energy. And when you finally realize that, you stop being the effect of the world and start being the cause of it.